and let's discuss what's going on in the e-commerce world right now. Meta is going all in on AI. AI assistants, AI search, Mark Zuckerberg's AI metaverse bubble thing is still hanging around. There's a lot going on over there. But if you're an e-commerce operator running paid ads, there's really only one Meta AI update you need to care about, and that's called Andromeda. Andromeda is Meta's AI update for how ads get delivered, and it quietly changed the rules on targeting completely. If your ROAS has been slipping lately, and if your CPAs are higher than they should be, and if your campaigns feel like they're just not hitting the way they used to, there's a good chance Andromeda is the reason why. And more importantly, there is a fix, and that's what this video is all about. Meta's Andromeda update rewired how ad delivery works on a fundamental level. For the update, you were the one doing the targeting. You go into Ads Manager, stack your interests, build your lookalikes, dial in your audience, and Meta would go find those people. That was the deal. You tell Meta who to find, Meta goes and finds them. That deal is over. Now Meta's AI reads your creative, the visuals, copy, the hook, how long people watch, what they click, and uses that to decide who sees the ad. Think of it like this. Before, you were the GPS. You'd plug in the destination and Meta was the driver. Now Meta is both. It's driving, it's navigating, and it barely needs you in the car. Your job is to just give it something worth working with. What does that mean in practice? If your ad clearly signals who it's for and what problem it solves, the algorithm matches it to the right people, and it matches it fast. If your ad is vague, if it could honestly be for anyone between the ages of 18 and 65, Meta can't figure out who to show it to, so it shows it to the wrong people. Performance tanks, CPAs climb, and you're sitting there wondering what you changed. You didn't change anything, the platform itself changed. Your creative is now your targeting. So if your creative is a targeting, what kind of creative actually works? The brands winning right now aren't running one message. They're running multiple, each one speaking directly to a different buyer. Think about Navage as our Firestone's own nasal rinse brand. It's a nose cleaning device. It's the same product across every ad, but wildly different conversations, depending on who they're talking to. One ad speaks to people dealing with allergies after yard work. Another speaks to the person lying awake at 2 a.m. because their boyfriend or girlfriend sounds like a freight train from all the snoring. Same product, but completely different conversation. And suddenly, a nose rinse tool feels relevant to a whole lot of people who never would have clicked on one generic ad. Dr. Squatch does this with identity. One ad taps into a Dragon Ball Z collab for that niche audience. Another features Paddy Pimblett and speaks directly to UFC fans. Whoop does this too with Michael Phelps for the recovery crowd and Virat Kohli for performance athletes. None of these brands are changing what they sell. They're changing who they're talking to and giving Meta's algorithm a clearer and specific signal to work with. That is avatar-based creative, and it's not a creative philosophy. It's the direct, practical response to how Andromeda really works. When you run multiple avatar-specific ads, you give the algorithm more chances to find a winner. You're not forcing one generic ad to carry your whole load. You're handing the AI a range of hooks, angles, and signals, and letting it figure out which one resonates where. Stop thinking about targeting and start thinking about conversations. Because avatar-based creative at scale means volume. Ezra's current recommendation is 20 to 40 new ad variations per week per campaign. Yeah, let that sink in for a second. That's 5 to 10 times more creative than most brands were producing before this update. And if you're trying to produce that with an in-house team, you're basically asking your video editor to quit on you. And if you're paying content creators upfront per video, you burn your budget before you're even close to the volume you need. So what's the format that actually works and that you can actually produce at that volume you need? UGC. User-generated content style ads. After more than 50 million in ad spend, UGC is still Ezra's #1 performing ad format in 2026. And the reason makes more sense now than it ever has. We're swimming in AI-generated content. Copy, images, video, it's everywhere. A lot of it looks polished. But here's the thing, polished and trusted are not the same thing anymore. People can feel the difference between a brand talking to them and a real person trying to talk at them. Real people on camera, real faces, real reaction, real opinions, cut through in a way that AI-produced content increasingly can't. That's just where consumer trust lives right now. So the problem isn't whether UGC works. The problem is getting enough of it without turning content production into a full-time job. This is where the strategy gets really interesting. And it's a little backwards. which is exactly why most brands haven't figured it out yet. Instead of paying creators to make content, Ezra uses TikTok Shop to get creators to come to him. TikTok Shop lets you list your products natively inside the app. You open an affiliate program, creators join, they make videos promoting your products, and they earn commission on every sale they drive. You set the rate, and you only pay when a sale happens. And what kind of videos do these creators make? Unboxing, reviews, before and afters, face to camera, problem/solution videos, daily routine integrations, the list goes on and on. In other words, the exact same UGC style content that's already outperforming everything on paid social. On top of that, there's such a diverse affiliate crowd on TikTok. You'll be able to get creators that look exactly like your buyer persona. If you make gym wear for women in their 30s, there's a content creator for that. If you make nutritional supplements for men aged 50 and above, there's a content creator for that. Whatever your niche is, there's creators who fit that niche on TikTok. Now here's where this gets a little more interesting. Ezra's primary goal with TikTok Shop is not just to sell products through TikTok itself, it's to get content made. He runs TikTok Shop at break even, sometimes some months at a small loss on purpose. Think of it like paying for a content studio, except the studio pays for itself through commissions and you only owe anything when someone actually buys. The real return isn't inside TikTok itself at all, it's how the creator made content performs on Meta, AppLovin, Amazon, and everywhere else that he's running paid traffic. During a recent Shopify webinar, Ezra shared that brands running TikTok Shop are seeing an 18% spillover sales lift on Shopify and 18% on Amazon from the halo effect of all the creator content circulating across all of his different platforms. So to recap, here's what's actually happening. The channel funds itself, the content it generates feeds your entire acquisition stack, and your paid campaigns get a constant supply of fresh, avatar-specific, creator-made UGC at a fraction of what you'd pay for a traditional production. That's a rather effective system in my eyes. Alright, now here's a full funnel picture. Andromeda changed how Meta delivers ads. Your creative's now the targeting, which means generic one-size-fits-all ads are working against you. You need avatar-specific content at volume in a format people trust. That format is UGC, and the most efficient way to get it at scale without a production team or an upfront budget is TikTok Shop's affiliate program. Creators make the content, you pay commissions on sales, and you repurpose the winning ads everywhere else. And here's the bonus. You walk away with a second acquisition channel, which matters because if Meta is your primary driver right now, today's video is a pretty good reminder of what it feels like when one platform changes the rules on you. If you want the full breakdown of every acquisition channel Ezra's running in 2026, including the ones spending $70,000 a day and competing with Meta at scale, there's a free playbook in the description. Grab it, it's worth the 5-minute read. And if this was useful, subscribe. We break down real operator level strategy every week. See you next time.